Yeah, it's time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haters wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing. Man, the boy keep talking. I'm with David. I'm to say. And I got something to say. And I got something to say. Let's let the show.
This is Wrestling with Things, and wherever you are watching, however you are watching, feel free to subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling with Things and like our page on Facebook at Wrestling with Things. Sooner or later, maybe even actually in the 2 days, the iPhone, the iPhone 8 coming out?
8X.
You'll be able to soon be able to watch us on your iPhone 8. So I'm anticipating all those upgrades. I might even upgrade. I'm due for an upgrade, so I might just go along with it. Yeah. But let's get down to business. A woman, first of all, women, whoever is going to be listening to this, if you are a woman, I want you to listen clearly, because this is a lot about women's wrestling and how this could transform women's wrestling forever. Let's just cut to the chase. We've seen her at Mae Young Classic. We've seen her at NXT. We've seen her in pictures with Triple H. We've seen her at the WWE Performance Center. Hell, she was on SmackDown Live on Tuesday. Ronda Rousey has probably already secretly signed a part-time deal with the company. And I say part-time because I do not think someone like Ronda Rousey needs to be seen on a full-time basis. I know it sounds like the easy thing and cliche thing to say, but she literally has to be the women's division's Brock Lesnar. She has to be a part-time fighter. She has to be a draw, and you can't let her be like everybody else. And she will be an instant draw. Let me correct myself. So Sammy, it's basically inevitable in my eyes. I don't need no confirmation, and I don't think you do either. It's just a matter of when. I think there's a few. In any other era, you wouldn't be able to say this, but there's a few opponents that I could see some money matches from her. Who would you debut her against, and how would you debut her, and when?
No, to start off, I wouldn't really debut her in a one-on-one. I would lean more towards like a tag team match, mixed with, maybe Charlotte, or we could go Alexa, I think she would have to come in heel. So
Rousey,
yeah. I would think she would have to come
I didn't think.
Yeah, because think about it, she comes from UFC. She's gonna walk around.
That.
She's gonna walk around. She's gonna walk around like just like Brock Lesnar. Like, I could beat everybody's ass. Nobody could touch me. Nobody could actually get in the ring with me and see me toe to toe. So I think she would have to shy with a heel, maybe go after, Sasha, maybe Becky, something like that. Mix it together, depending on what brand.
When do you think this would be best?
Man, Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble.
That would give her a good amount of time to get in ring shape.
Yeah.
I would assume that she probably has started taking bumps a little bit, and she's been in the gym in some capacity. But I respect and appreciate that, because that's an angle I don't think anybody else has been thinking of. It's original, and I was never thinking of that, because my mindset is that someone so successful in MMA fighting, and her sex appeal and who she is as a mainstream star, I don't see the fans booing her. And not that I don't think she could play a heel. I think she could do it as a talent, but I feel like the fans, especially initially, they're not going to want to boo her. It's going to be a lot of love for her, and I would say I would debut her at Survivor Series against Asuka. And I know Asuka has yet to officially debut, but dog, just look at it. Ronda Rousey, the great woman MMA fighter, coming over to the WWE 0-0. She hasn't got a win yet, but she hasn't got a loss yet. Facing the Empress, who is undefeated in her career. So it's either Ronda Rousey gets a loss in the WWE by a Japanese wrestling star, or Asuka gets her first loss, and there would be so much stakes, there would be so much interest, and it would be so much money, because I would love to see it, because Asuka just might be the best woman up there with Charlotte.
But here's one thing, and here's one thing to that. You know, I feel like doing that at Survivor Series would be too soon, because
No, there ain't no such thing as too soon. Y'all seen him fight Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's about to fight Brock Lesnar. Hell, it's like they wasted their WrestleMania card already.
That's totally different, because
might as well.
If you're gonna make someone like Rousey come in and fight Asuka, she needs to build a couple wins first. You can't just have her going in 0-0 going up against Asuka. You know what I mean?
Yes, because she's the baddest woman on the planet.
She is.
She just still is.
But at the same time, if she comes in and she takes a loss, is it really that special anymore?
Ronda Rousey's not going to take a loss.
So Asuka has to take the loss?
Yes, Asuka takes the loss.
Why would you make Asuka lose somebody who's not even in the WWE?
Because she's a UFC badass. That's why. The same reason Brock Lesnar does what he does.
Well, Brock Lesnar's
you don't question. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar's been.
We know. If Ronda Rousey and Asuka were in that corner over there right now, having a little kitty cat fight, Asuka would most likely take that L. So there's no need to question why he comes in the square circle and smacks her up.
There's no doubt about
makes
that.
her tap out. I think it'll be a great match either way. This ways to book it.
Asuka is possibly a woman we have never seen before. We have to keep that streak.
Very much so.
Keep that streak. At least for WrestleMania. It has to be something big for her to take that loss. It can't just be
very much so. She is something we have never seen before. But you know what? I would rather someone like Ronda Rousey, a special attraction that I know is going to draw money and I know that has credibility, to beat someone like Asuka and shock the world, rather than another woman on the roster. Because no other woman on the roster seems worthy off the top of my head right now to break the streak. So you would almost have to use someone like Ronda Rousey to size up and bring Asuka down to size and bring it to reality, a la Goldberg with that shocking win over Brock Lesnar. Nobody saw.
I agree with that, but I wouldn't say put that right away with Survivor Series.
We got a few months.
I would say save that for WrestleMania, because you want Ronda Rousey to come.
WrestleMania is where he needs Charlotte.
No,
that's the biggest stage. You're the best person.
Because Asuka has.
Then when are you gonna do Charlotte? I said you could do Royal Rumble, but you won't do a one-on-one with Charlotte at WrestleMania.
No, man. I say take Charlotte out of the way first, because Asuka has never lost, and you don't want Ronda Rousey losing. You want two undefeated streaks going head-to-head at WrestleMania. Book it. It's perfect like that, you know.
I would accept that too. If you want to see Ronda Rousey face Asuka, or if you think something crazy like she should lose, let us know in the comment section. Join in on the conversation. Don't be shy. Subscribe to us at Wrestling with Things, and like our page on Facebook at Wrestling with Things.